SBGB TV live calling show.
DEEZY, what's up? West LA Scoop. What's up with you, bro?
What's going on, Scoop? What's popping?
Oh shit, everything all right. Look, I'm a little tipsy. I'm gonna be all over the place. But look, the bull can't even go to Oregon. Where was that, in Portland?
Yeah, he can't go to Oregon, bro.
He can't. But what he say? He slapped niggas and he had niggas pissing. What was he saying? The pissing on himself was inside the club that time, right there.
Yeah, he said he was doing a lot of slapping. R&B had to get the first aid kit. He had to, it was a lot going on. His hands was swollen and, shit got real in there.
So let me ask you, hold on. Why you saying that? Was R&B in the tussles, or she had to do that afterwards?
Man, that nigga just lying.
Oh, okay. Look, dude, let me ask you this. How you think Wack felt about when Cheeseburger Chuck called you?
Oh yeah, I know he ain't like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that nigga might I think that's like the second or third time he called. That nigga probably ain't never calling back again.
But look, I want to ask you this. Did you did it go through your head, or because I know you good at breaking shit down. Did you think that maybe Wack put him up to calling you? Did it ever run through your head?
With that right there, I don't know if Wack put him up to me to call that time, but I think before last time, but
he's called you on numerous occasions?
Yeah, he called last year sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that, I just think, with some of those millions, the goldfish niggas that rock with Wack, I think that they try to call me to try to see if they can get like some stripes. So if they call me and they think that they might can catch me off balance with the conversation, that they got something to go back to Wack with.
Look, at the end of the day, when I heard him talking to you, he almost wanted to be friends with you. From what I got, shit, I ain't even gonna lie.
Man, listen, they all
he tried to go hard, and then he, let's do a pod together. He kept asking you to do a pod, a reaction to something. What he was saying to you?
See, and that's why I'm thinking ahead of the game, right?
Right.
I don't trust the niggas, right? So when he say he's asking me to put a specific video up on the screen. And then when I look at that, my mind started going from the door. Like, why would I put a video up there that you're telling me so you can get me to put a video up on there and then double back and try to flag my channel?
You are right. And look, the greatest responsibility to tell that nigga, go ask Wack all them questions, then come back and ask me some questions. Huh?
Yeah, I stuck it with that one.
But look, how a nigga on the phone with Wack all day, asking him all these questions, don't give a fuck about nothing. That's what he say, right?
Yeah.
He ain't give a fuck about none of that, right? He don't care if Wack a millionaire or not. So why is you on the phone with him all day and asking him all these questions?
Yeah, and listen, he sit there and asks him all these questions and he's asking them like proper. When he talks to Wack, he got this proper talking. Hey, Wack, and what you think about this? It's like he's on a press conference with the nigga. Like this nigga's some big type celebrity that he's getting the interview, and he's ready to make $1 million off this interview on some shit. He's in there talking to him like this is ready to be the best ever. Like, come on, bro. This dude is just wild with that shit.
Look, that nigga told you, man, I got death for the clout chaser. That nigga said that like he on Rock Nation or something, man.
Man, this nigga is crazy.
That nigga say, nigga, you don't know who I am? Death for the clout chasers, nigga. Shit, that nigga said, I said, that nigga act like that was some hell of a corporation or something. But anyway, look, that's what I ask you. You think the Spody and Doughboy is real? I think it is.
To a certain extent, I thought it was, but then when he threw the boxing gloves on the damn table, I'm like, this shit, what the fuck you gonna do that? Why you ain't just tag him? Fuck did you put the boxing gloves on the table for?
And then you notice how like all the squares meet up, not none of the members meet up, right?
Man, you can see
we just had Moose and Wack. Now we got Doughboy and Spody. I ain't finna say nothing, but I'm just saying you see how that's playing out, right? Because None of the we seen from Brick and all that, or whoever had beef, nobody caught up with nobody over there. They all catching up with the busters and suckers from what I see.
Of course, shit, that nigga was in the building with Brick for 2 years. I don't know how you ain't run across this nigga one time. Adam made sure, nigga, yo, he must have told Wack every time, yo, that nigga should be on the freeway by now. Come on.
Well, look, he always went to Clubhouse and said he missed Brick by 5 minutes. That's what he always said.
Crazy. And then, you know, he get that Clubhouse voice. He get it talking, yeah, I just missed him by 5 minutes. Shit. Had all my homies around the corner. They was positioned. Them niggas was ready to go in. Brick better had got up out of there. This shit niggas crazy.
If he go to sleep and get up off a Clubhouse, he might get up early on time and go catch his man. Huh? Hey.
Shit's crazy.
Hey, look, hey, DEEZY, look. Wack so out of hand. Look, I almost asked myself, damn, do we got something on the feds? Shit.
That was a good one.
We got something hanging over their head. Goddamn. Shit, they let them run wild out here. Oh, Pete.
Yeah, that was a good one right there. Dude, this nigga got something on the feds. God damn.
Shit, bro. Look,
yeah, that is wild.
When you say, who the next? Look. Your boy might end up locked up. He ain't gonna know where it's coming from. Your boy from Dago that he brought down, Mitchie Slick.
Oh yeah. Listen, we see DC Baby Draco got DC Baby Draco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the nigga, the Mitchie Slick nigga, boy, I'm like, man, this nigga slick as a hell. Mitchie Slick got slicked on. God damn.
Look, cause I know how the game goes. Look, trust me. Look, I got caught up in some shit that was it was away from me. It was in my area, but they busted the people away from the area. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the people that I ain't even gonna lie, my folks had to get him like, nah, he ain't like that. Even though he didn't really deal with you. But what I'm saying to you is this: you know how you'll be over in this area and they'll make it look like it came from this area, but it really came from Wack. It'll come down the line.
Yeah.
It'll be some other shit where they might bust you nowhere near where you come from or where you at, you know what I'm saying? But it come from there. That's how they play it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they play dirty like that, you know, but and these niggas keep going around Wack like he's solid. It to me on some real live shit. When these dudes that go around Wack and they be popping it, my mind already goes to they dumb. Straight up.
Definitely, bro, because listen, if I've heard people say, you know what I'm saying, who was that saying? Oh, when I met Wack, your boy, who called in the other day, Alonzo, Alex, I was listening to that.
Yeah.
He said, you know, he said himself personally, he said when I met him, I didn't like, and I'm that type of person too, like, you know what I'm saying, I probably would have caught on to that, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, you know, I don't want to compare, but I can see certain things from, you know, a distance. When I see something already, I can, this is how this going, this is how this is. But when he said he met Wack, 10 years ago, 16 or whatever, he said he didn't like him from the get because he could tell how he is, you know what I'm saying, but he said at the time he was surprised that the certain people was running with him, and he named Big U, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Wack is probably still, you know what I'm saying, like you say, he lining like with Loose and he lined both of them up at the same time. Loose and Big U. He made them line each other up. Really, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's the shit he do though, man. When he get around, you know, niggas, he knows how to act in the moment of whatever the situation is. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's good at that, and I can say that when he's acting in the moment.
When he hit you with like R&B call, old boy called, he needed some money. Look, I hit him with the boom, boom, boom. That's all, you know, he throw the boom, 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 and it's like that. That's all it is, you know, because he's lying in between. You feel what I'm saying? He don't really have the story to tell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
and
what he do,
time
though.
you say he mentioned that R&B, you already know what time it is.
Yeah, that's what he do, though. So that nigga knows how to do that, and he gets people with this shit every time. You know, it's like, when you see that nigga coming, it shouldn't be no rap. Like, I just know me and my personality. If I seen a nigga like Wack come around, I would automatically sense it. And I've been like that with people in the street. I'm like, nah, I ain't dealing with that nigga. You know, somebody
right,
like,
you don't gotta be boisterous again. You just not dealing with the dude, right?
Yeah, I don't care what you say. You know, you can deal with the nigga, right? And I've been around niggas where I've done said that to them, and then they regretted dealing with somebody later on.
Not to cut you off, that's what I was gonna say. You know, I'm one of them dudes. I never, like I told you when I first called you a while ago, I said, you know, from a game thing's perspective, you want to go 1 to 5, I'm like a 2. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't turned up like that, but I've been with the turned up. I come up around that. So what I'm saying to you, when niggas is acting like I done been to the counties, I'm like, hold on, I see how this nigga is, and I see how he is around this person. So what I'm saying to you is, how you look at a person like an Ant or a Spody who was cool with him at first.
You said you asking me, how do I look at Ant or Spody?
Yeah, who was cool with Wack at first.
I'm just gonna be real, bro. Them niggas, in my eyes, yeah, they probably come from their neighborhoods, but they're not smart. You understand what I'm saying? They like want to be a part of some shit. You know, they might be looked at cool to some of these other niggas that look at them, but when I see them type of niggas, I would never deal with either one of them. And that's just being honest. You know, they are who they are, but them the type of niggas I would never deal with, because I would see that they like followers.
Right. Because the first thing you say when you look back at Sporty right now, you like, hold on. You just went up there to Doughboy? You've been having beef with Wack for I don't know how long. What you said?
Bingo.
About your mama. So we're going to leave that at that. Well, look, let me get into this. About your boy with the tranny thing. Hold on, you're right. With Adam, why do you think he do it? Because Adam goes off on Wack and let everybody know, like, you know, I know he foo fafi or whatever. Then he comes back the next day and he tries to protect him. Is that the views and all that, the money?
Yeah, I think Adam likes, that he brings the attention to the show. Wack is like a attention seeking whore, so he brings the shit to the show. So I think Adam likes that. Adam don't care nothing about anything but the content. So whatever he has to do to get the content, you know, that's what he with. He got these guys, you know, going at each other for content, and he's sitting there, and if somebody was to go at him, he wouldn't like that. You know, when King Pill went at him, it was like, that's off limits. But these other guys,
I seen like a little clipping of that. Somebody was doing that the other day. You right about that. You know what I'm saying? When it's towards him.
Yeah. Right. So that's what I don't agree with, though. Like, if you want the violence at the show, let the violence be with everybody. If they want to come at you, let it be good. You know, if they coming at each other, but it's like he sit back, and as long as they don't come at him, y'all can go at each other. And it's cool, and he can laugh about it. Jay Reed, Marciano can get beat up in the parking lot. They can laugh about it. But if somebody was to do that to you, you wouldn't like it. And this is what I said right here when it comes to that. If that would have happened to Adam's dad, it wouldn't been so funny.
Of course, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Him and Wack could be in court right now.
There you go. Wack would be charges would be pressed. The conversation would be different. It wouldn't be, the guys got beat up in the alley. It would be like, man, he disrespected my father. So
basically you saying Adam just milking his cow till ain't no more milk left out of him.
Of course, man. These dudes is like, you know, he's definitely doing that. This why, you know, if you are dealing with Adam, you got to make sure that you secure your platform. You know what I'm saying? You got to secure your platform so that you can have a foundation, because it's like Adam is doing what he's doing for content, and if you're not securing your spot, he really don't give a fuck.
We got, you know, I don't fuck with Flacco, but we got to give him and them boys on Fig they credit. They did something out the No Jumper. I got to give them the credit.
And I agree with that. They definitely did that. I do agree with that.
Right. And these, let me ask you this. Hold on. When the topic came up about Wack being in the car with the tranny or whatever, do you believe Adam texted him or he called him? Because that ain't no texting conversation, bro.
I'm sure he called him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Once again, the protection again when he got there. He texted me, whatever. Look, let me ask you this. You know, Wack got all these stories about the industry dudes, right? How this dude got pressed, their chain got taken, and they ain't like this. Remember, Fabulous ran up out of there?
Yeah.
Did he ever fuck any of the industry women hoes?
Nah, I doubt that.
He ain't got no stories about them, bro. I'm just saying.
Listen, yo, that's a good point right there. For this dude to be in the industry all these years ago, you don't know no industry bras that he said anything about him knocking off. He tried to say something about Tasha K.
Suge's bras and everybody else's bras. He ain't talked about nothing he was knocking down.
Yeah, he tried to say something about, I think, Tasha K before or something like that, but that shit ain't hold no weight. Out of all the women, you said Tasha K.
Right, and Tasha K like kind of new on the scene, right? She ain't no.
There you go.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
She been around a couple years.
She drank the wine, right?
Yeah. She been around for a couple years, but for him,
I've seen her a couple years. Okay, right.
For him to be running around, Ray J knocking all these broads off, and you ain't knocked nothing off.
Blueface too.
Yeah.
And he, you know what I'm saying? He been married for 40 years, really.
Yeah, let him tell you, he was making sure he checked everybody's ID that Ray J was humping on.
But look though, I had put in the comments, they say I had seen whoever was running the content, they say Wack put the girl Nani or she under his wife, under Kim, right? For Kim the manager, right? That's what I heard.
Wack put the transmission.
Yeah, that's what the content was when he first met Nani. Whatever he put her under Kim. Kim was managing her or whatever, is trying to make her take off or him take off.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, when I heard it, I put in the comment that was the throw off. that was the throw off. Yeah. This is a whoop de whoop. You handle him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Wack was the one handling him.
Ain't that something? Dude, straight sick.
Look, he waiting on that nigga. Wack got how many budgets he say he got laying around?
Man, nigga ain't got no damn budgets. He talk about
6 or 7 budgets.
Yeah.
He said he got laying around. Then he say he got rooms on YouTube. I said I ain't never seen a nigga got 6 or 7 budgets laying around in all these rooms. He ain't using none of them, right?
Crazy. Hey, listen, Birdman, them niggas, they don't answer the phone for Wack. The only reason Wack had you can see that he ain't talked to Birdman in a while when he was on there with academics, nigga.
Of course, right.
Yeah, that nigga was too hyped to talk to Birdman, nigga. I ain't hyped to talk to no nigga like that. So you can see
anybody,
any
man.
Yeah, Birdman, he was hyped. Yo, hey, stunner, like nigga, calm your dumb ass down, dog. Crazy. Like, word.
Nigga almost started buck dancing.
Yeah, man, goddamn. Stunner was like trying to tell you, like, yo, chill, man. It's like grown man business right here, bro. Relax. He like, oh, Stunner, man, y'all gotta do it this way. Nigga, calm your dumb ass down.
Right, act like you've been done this before. Look, check this out. Hey, dude. Didn't that nigga break down the 3 sections of Diddy's parties?
Yeah, he did. Nigga lying about that too.
It started off in the backyard, huh?
Somebody told him this shit. He didn't put his
you
twist
already
on it.
know, and he ran with it. Then nigga say, what do you say? The hallway. That's where you don't want to get caught in the hallways, huh?
Yeah.
Nigga got to piss in the backyard, huh?
Somebody told him this shit. He ran with this story like a motherfucker. I don't even think Diddy would allow the nigga to come to the party.
Well, he told the story about his homeboy. His homeboy came from Whoop de Whoop, and Diddy told him to take the shirt off, and he checked Diddy. I don't know if you ever heard that story before.
Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck, right? Diddy might mess with them boys, right? But Diddy gonna rumble. I gotta keep it.
We already seen that.
Yeah.
Anybody who mentions his name, they say he like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's a fact.
Whatever you say about them, and like you said, I know the nigga. I know when you looking at and you adjust them glasses. I already know you looking dead at the nigga because he looking dead at you. You say, Wack, big, you got down and got his ass whooped out there, nigga.
That's a fact.
Nigga, you all you got is stories and what we seen where you had an altercation. We ain't seen you take off on that. We just seen you had an altercation with Moose. You ain't take off on. And look, since you slapping niggas, that's the least you could have did to Moose, right?
That's the least you could have did to him, bro. Just straight capping, man. The nigga lies so much about this tough guy image, but that's when we go hard like this, the shit just reveals it to the T.
Look, I said, anybody, can you imagine that nigga around a campfire with some s'mores? He gonna tell some hell of a stories, ain't he?
What, nigga? That nigga keep you there all night, man. I got another one. Hold on. Listen, man. You remember when this happened? Man, shit, he gonna tell them all damn night.
Look, boy, get out of here. I was listening to my son the other day. Came on. It reminded me straight of Wack in the club out. They said, Uncle Wacky, can you read us a bedtime story? Are you all tucked in? Here we go. Once upon a time.
Crazy.
That nigga Slick Rick on the mic. He's telling all them stories. Hey, I'm gone. SBG, one love, West LA out. School, bro.
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
What's up?